what is polymerization, so on. And what is in the preparation of alkenes, what is Saint-Jefferson rule, what is Hoffman product. In addition, what is Markovnikov rule, what is anti-Markovnikov rule, so on. What is the importance of ozonolysis? And what is the polymerization reaction of ethene? What is the difference between high density polythene and low density polythene? What is polypropylene? So on. Then we have come to alkynes, and we notice that they are somewhat acidic. They have 2 pi bonds. They are supposed to undergo electrophilic addition as well as nucleophilic addition. How to prepare alkynes? How to convert acetylene into propyne? How to convert acetylene into butane? How to convert acetylene into benzene? How the acetylene reacts with water in presence of HgSO4, H2SO4, so on. Then what is polyacetylene? What are its uses? After looking at alkynes, we have gone to benzene. How to prepare benzene? And why benzene is called as parent aromatic compound? What is Huckel's rule? How to prepare benzene? What are the characteristic reactions of benzene? And what is the gamaxine? How it is made by chlorination of benzene? And what is group directivity in benzene? So on we study. That is the overall picture of organic in 11th class. Also, we looked at what is isomerism and how many types of isomers are there. Largely structural isomers. Stereoisomerism, only geometrical isomerism we have seen. That is cis and trans, E and Z. And of course, conformations. And all we have seen in elementary level. Stereo we thought of doing in 12th class, so we did not bother much about it. But we had an idea what is isomerism.
Can you explain about aromatic and non-aromatic, sir?
Aromatic compounds are those like benzene, which have cyclic systems, alternate double bonds. Not only this, in an aromatic system, there is a acceptance of Huckel's rule. Anything that obeys Huckel's rule that has 4n plus 2 pi electrons is aromatic, where n can be equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So suppose if I take cyclopropenium ion, the cyclopropenium ion is having all sp2 carbons, sp2, 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 all sp2 carbons, and it is a conjugate system. Conjugate means plus charge here, single bond, double bond, single bond, plus charge. See, the conjugate. See, for example, I like does it have conjugation, sir? Hello?
No, sir. No, sir.
Double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, single. Oh, here it broke. Not. Suppose I put here plus charge. Is it in conjugation?
Yes, sir.
Double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, plus charge, single bond. Yes. So the essential requirement is conjugation. Another requirement is cyclic system. Another requirement is 4n plus 2 pi electrons. N is an arbitrary number. It can be 0, 1, 2, 3. You can put any number. Here you can see there are 6 pi electrons. If you put n value as 1, 4 into 1 plus 2, 6 pi electrons. So it is obeying Huckel's rule. What is this molecule? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is called cycloheptatriene. Cycloheptatriene is otherwise thiene cation. It is also called a tropylium cation.
What is conjugation, sir?
Conjugation means double bond, single bond. Let me write again. Okay. double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond. Can you see here you have alternate double bond, single bonds? Have you seen? Hello?
Yes, sir. We
Yes,
can
sir.
see.
Yes,
So
sir.
let us count the number of atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you name this compound, sir?
So cyclooctane, tetradiene. Tetradiene.
In this molecule, every carbon number 1 has a double bond, 2 has a double bond, 3 has a double. Every carbon has a double bond. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Sir.
So all are sp2 hybridized. It has double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond means it is in conjugation. It is a cyclic system. Is it aromatic?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Now to be aromatic, it should have 4n plus 2 pi electrons, where n value can be 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Suppose here I put n value 0, it should have 2 pi electrons. But it has how many pi electrons?
8.
So I can't put n as 0. Suppose I put n as 1. It should have 6 pi electrons. How many pi electrons it has?
8.
So I can't put n is equal to 1. Suppose I put n is equal to 2. How many pi electrons?
10.
It doesn't have even 10 pi electrons. So it is neither having 2 nor 6 nor 10. It is 8. It does not obey Huckel's rule. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, it is not aromatic. In fact, it has 4n pi electrons. Where n value is 2, it has 8 pi electrons. Anybody who has 4n pi electrons is said to be
Anti-aromatic.
anti-aromatic. If it
Yes.
is anti-aromatic, it will be unstable. It dislikes to be unstable. What to do? It will try to take a shape like tub. In a tub, all atoms are not in one plane. All are not in one plane. If all are not in one plane, it is neither aromatic nor anti-aromatic. It is non-aromatic. For a compound to be aromatic or anti-aromatic, all atoms should be in one plane. Aromatic compounds are stable, anti-aromatic compounds are unstable. Unfortunately, if all atoms lie in one plane in cyclooctatetraene, as it has 8 pi electrons, it becomes anti-aromatic and unstable. To avoid this nuisance, what cyclooctatetraene will do? It will take a tub shape. Atoms go out of plane and it becomes
Stable.
non-aromatic.
Yes, sir.
Still, it is better. Non-aromatic is better. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So we talked about aromaticity, and also a group which is there on benzene may be increasing electron density in benzene due to resonance. Then that is called as the activating group that directs the incoming electrophile to come to ortho and para position. If the group that is there on benzene is electron withdrawing, like a nitro group, like CHO, like Cl, that will decrease the electron density in benzene and make it less reactive. It is called deactivating group. Deactivating group would direct the incoming electrophile to meta position.
Yeah.
So keeping that in view, we talked about group directivity in benzene. Also, we agreed upon that systems which have many rings like anthracene, benzanthracene, they are all which are there in partially combust petrol, which are there in tobacco smoke. They cause cancer. We call them carcinogenic. So that is the overall idea of the lesson. Teacher can always give 1% what is there in the book. Idea. 90% students should learn by reading it. When you are learning music, suppose you want to learn a keyboard, you want to learn a flute, you want to learn an instrument. Teacher will tell you what is sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. What are fundamental notes. You excel only by virtue of practice. Those who practice get more recognition and they enjoy popularity. Those who don't practice, okay, will remain as it is. Teacher's role is always 1%, whether even if you are a student of fine esteem. 90% is your effort, how organized your preparation is. So you should give less time to teacher and more time to self-study. And the study should have two aspects. Reading NCERT. You have to read NCERT number of times. You see, I don't know whether I draw this compound. This is a chemical called chloramphenicol. The structure is being given in NCERT 12th class book.
Yes, sir.
Volume 2. Now students are reading chloramphenicol is used to treat meningitis, chloramphenicol is a typhoid drug, so on. But nobody is bothered to learn what is its structure. They have no time. And a sadist paper setter asked a question like, what is the percentage of chlorine in chloramphenicol? Margaya Sala. Because you can work out what is the percentage of hydrogen in water. You will work out. Okay, water is H2O. Its molar mass is 2 plus 16, 18. And the percentage of hydrogen, 2 by 18 into 100. That is equal to 11.11%. You work out.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
To work out the percentage of any particular element in any particular compound, even if you want to solve, you should know what is its molecular formula and what is the weight of that particular element. You should know that this is chloramphenicol, it has 2 chlorines. To work out this problem, you should really take the mass of 2 chlorines, divide with the molecular mass and multiply with 100. Now you will be judging, can I really solve this question? It takes a lot of time because chloramphenicol has such a big structure. It takes a lot of time to work out its molar mass. Therefore, it is unnecessary taking risk. You will leave it. Or if you have really that much time, okay, you try to work out its formula. Its formula is, here you have C6H4, this part. NO2. Oh, where it is. This part is C2H5. Can you see? C3, this part. C3. Oh, where it has come. C3, 1, 2, 3. C3, H is?
H6.
6,
Yes,
O2. Is that right? And now this part is C2,
C2, H2,
H3, H2, Cl2O. Can you see?
O, N also.
Yes, sir.
Nitrogen.
That's all, no?
Sir, nitrogen.
Yeah. Now you take up the opportunity to add all carbons. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. C11. Here we write using a different color. Okay. C11. Okay, sir. Hydrogens are
Yes.
10, 12. Can you see?
Yes, sir. It's 12.
And oxygens are 5.
Yes, sir.
And oxygens are 5. Can you see? 2 to 4.
Yes, sir.
And chlorines are 2. Nitrogen is 1.
No, nitrogen is 2, sir.
Nitrogen 2.
Nitrogen is 2, sorry. Now, it is a task to calculate its molar mass. 11 carbons means it is 132.
Yes, sir.
And 12 hydrogens is 12. 5 oxygens are
80.
80. And 2 chlorines are 71.
71.
2 nitrogens are 28.
20.
If you add up, you will be getting its molar mass. 28 plus 32 is 60. It is 160. 231, 243, 322. So percentage of nitrogen is, say, 28 by 3, 22 into 100. It is roughly equal to 28 by 3.22. It is nearly equal to, how many times it will go?
9%.
No, 9.
40,
It will be 8. It is 8 point something. 8.2%. Sir, this problem, how much time it has taken? You are able to judge that it takes a lot of time because though you remember the chloramphenicol structure, it is taking roughly 2 minutes. Then if you know all this, you can try to solve it only in IIT Advanced, because in IIT Advanced you get less number of questions, more time. In IIT Mains, if you get this question, you simply leave it. Or because you are already familiar, 28, because you know there are 2 hydrogens, 28 by 322 into 100. Like that you can leave, if that option is there. So also in the textbook they say histamine is that which is causing allergy in some people. Histamines are having a structure like this. Something like this. And how many nitrogens are there in a histamine molecule? How many nitrogens are there?
3.
3. Such crazy questions they are asking in IIT Mains. One question they ask like that. They are about a rare molecule. In penicillin, how many carbons are chiral? In chloramphenicol, how many carbons are chiral? What is the sugar that contains chloro group? Sucralose is a sugar that has chloro group that you see in 12th class. Like crazy questions they ask. You will be able to judge that it is a crazy question that takes time only if you read the NCERT 15 times. The teacher will give you overall idea. He can't do it again and again. Even if he is doing it again and again, he is wasting your time. Ultimately, one will learn by virtue of one's own practice. You understand? No teacher can make you swim. He can tell you how to put a stroke, how to put in less effort and float for longer time. But actuals learned by your own practice of swimming. Am I very clear, sir?
Yes.
Hello?
Clear.
All teachers are in one category. A good teacher, excellent teacher, bad teacher, whatever the name you put in. All teachers try to give an overall idea of the content. That's it. If they are taking too much of your time and giving you too many questions, you are losing your originality. So if you read the NCERT book and look at few model questions, your originality is guarded. Then you will shine in the career. For every situation, somebody cannot give answer. Now looking at that, I have attempted to cover the organic. Now it is a time for you to read the NCERT and exemplar problems. Every problem given in the text and every line given in the text, and you should complete it.
Yes.
Okay. And the weekend portion is organic complete, especially hydrocarbons part. And you can do it from the NCERT and from exemplar. If you do these two, you will be getting 100% score. My BPC students, they want me to do organic again. Again you do organic. Again you feel like doing again. Teacher will be doing and wasting your time. At the end of the day, your scores will dwindle. Therefore, if you want like that, I will revise for you also entire organic once again, because I have no other work. Okay. Normally what we do is we allow the students to work and we start second year. And secretly we complete the second year portions before, June of next academic year. That is the way we do. and the students will keep on practicing and asking their doubts. Okay, that's the one way. If you want, the entire argon can be repeated for you, no issues. And I gave a overall idea and I gave some model questions. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
But this is the time for you to put in effort. When you are reading, what you should do is you should put a challenge to you. You should take a question randomly and see whether you are able to answer.
Yes.
Somebody wanted some Narayana material that I can send, but I can't put it in the group because MS college people will feel bad if you are campaigning for some other college material. See, that's a natural problem. You have your own material and why you should use others' material like that, they feel. But as a matter of fact, all materials are made by one damn agency. They put different names and different covers. That's what we know. Anyway, I will share the material, whatever they want, only on personal request in WhatsApp. I will not put anything in group because that gives bad signal. Okay?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, whatever you want, you feel free to ask me, sir. Okay? आप जो कहेंगे हम वो करेंगे इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं there is no going away. Okay? Now, I already suggested that you should do your job. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Somebody is sharing screen. Who is that fellow? Should I disable you to do that? So I have not allowed anybody to share screen. Okay. Okay. I have seen one interesting question. What is the de Broglie wavelength of an electron in a fourth Bohr's orbit of hydrogen atom? It is a question that appeared in 2020 January 9th session in the first shift. What is the de Broglie wavelength of fourth orbit electron of hydrogen atom? How to solve it? They gave options like 2 pi A0.
Sir, we can use Rydberg's equation.
8 pi A0 and 16 pi A0 are the four options they give. Can we solve it? If yes, in how many minutes or seconds? Do you know L lambda is equal to 2 pi R?
Sir,
Do we know?
No.
Electron revolves only in those orbits where the circumference 2 pi R is equal to an integral multiple of lambda. Then only electron will remain in phase. Otherwise, electron will go out of phase and become unstable. You understand?
Yes, sir.
yes.
Okay. Essential condition, it is called quantum restriction. N lambda, the circumference must be equal to N lambda. This is what de Broglie suggested. Sir, what is R?
Sir.
0.529
0.529 into n square by z in Armstrong.
Okay, sir. This 0.529 by Z is constant for hydrogen because for hydrogen Z is 1. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this constant can be said as A0. So radius of electron in nth orbit for hydrogen is given by A0 into n square. Okay. What is A0?
Sir, 0.529.
By Z. For hydrogen, Z is anyway 1.
Yes.
For any other element also, Z is a constant for a given element. Okay. For beryllium, it is 4. For lithium, it is 3. For helium, it is 2. So on. Okay. Agreed?
Agreed, sir.
Now, instead of R, can I write that? N lambda is equal to 2 pi A0 n square.
Yes, sir. We can write, sir.
Then can I cancel n and n square?
Yes.
Then lambda is equal to 2 pi a0 n. Here n value is given as fourth orbit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
See, this way of representation you can discover yourself. But if you want a teacher to talk, a teacher will take a lot of time. Whatever he prepared, he will tell. And that takes a lot of your time. For example, I will show you a standard teacher how he explains this same concept. He's a wonderful teacher.
What will be the volume of O2 in liter liberated at 1 air? So you can use 1242 divided by wavelength. You write. कहाँ गया अपना? तो ये तो मेरे ख्याल से आसान ही है. क्या करनी है? वेवलेंथ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन फोर्थ ऑर्बिट में. अब वेवलेंथ का क्या मतलब है? तो कई लोग बस थोड़ी सी जगह यहाँ कंफ्यूज थे कि वेवलेंथ यहाँ मतलब है डी ब्रोगली वेवलेंथ. तो डी ब्रोगली वेवलेंथ निकालनी है हमें इलेक्ट्रॉन की. ठीक है, और वो भी किसी भी फोर्थ ऑर्बिट में. इसके शॉर्टकट भी है और हम लंबे से भी कर सकते हैं. लैम्डा क्या होता है? h/p. ओके, लैम्डा होता है h/p. उसके बाद अगर हम ढंग से याद करें बोर्स फर्स्ट पोस्टुलेट, मैं डिराइव कर रहा हूं, हम एंड में याद भी कर सकते हैं फाइनल रिजल्ट क्या है. फर्स्ट पोस्टुलेट देखो तो MBR इक्वल टू NH/2 पाई था. ये तो सबको याद है. अब दिख रहा है P कहां लिख सकते हैं हम? MB है P या P तो मैं लिख सकता हूं, और H ये रहा. तो P इंटू R इक्वल टू NH/2 पाई. N में हमें डालना है 4, तो PR इक्वल टू 4H/2 पाई. ठीक है, हमें चाहिए H/P की वैल्यू. तो H/P देखो यहां से बन जाएगा, इसको हटा देते हैं. H/P इक्वल्स टू, ये काट ही लेते हैं, ये 2 आ गया. तो H/P इक्वल्स टू पाई R/2. यहां तक तो आई गेस सिंपल ही है. अब लास्ट स्टेप क्या है? हमें फोर्थ बोर ऑर्बिट की बात करनी है. तो R हमें डालना है फोर्थ ऑर्बिट का. अगर फोर्थ ऑर्बिट का हम R डालेंगे तो बेटा फोर्थ ऑर्बिट का R क्या होगा? फोर्थ ऑर्बिट का R क्या होता है? n² इंटू A0. तो वो हो जाएगा 16 A0. है कि नहीं? पक्का? तो 16 डाल दो, तो 8 पाई A0. सिंपल. तो आंसर आ गया 8 पाई.
So you have seen the same question answered. Have you seen?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Notice that the different people have different approaches, and you will have your own approach. Perhaps your own approach may be excellent when compared with others, and it is your own, so that it is very easy for you to remember. All this your own approach you will develop, provided if you know what is the basic idea around what we are moving. You understand? Yes.
Yes, sir.
In the same 2020 paper, you can see another question on physical chemistry. For bromine liquid, they gave the enthalpy of atomization as X. For the same bromine, enthalpy of bond dissociation energy is given as Y. Now they want to know whether X is greater than Y is greater than X is equal to Y, or they are unrelated. What could be the answer? The answer depends on your understanding of these two definitions. A family income is 8 lakhs per month. In this family, father earns 4 lakhs. Father's son earns 2 lakhs. Father's daughter earns 2 lakhs. Put together it is 8 lakhs. Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Agreed or not agreed?
Agreed, sir.
Now, when compared with the father's income X, let us say the family's income X, father's income Y, the son income is say P, oh, not able to write P, and the daughter's income is Q. You know that X is equal to P plus Q plus Y. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you look at which is greater, X or Y?
Sir, X.
Which is greater, X or P?
X.
Notice that the overall earning is definitely greater than any individual's earning in the family. Okay?
Yes.
So, in a cyclic process, A is giving rise to X. A will become first P, P will become Q, Q will become R finally become S, X. Here the enthalpy change is, let us say auntie. Here the enthalpy change is boy. Here it is chutney. Here is donkey. Here is elephant. You know that in a thermodynamic cycle called Hess law, Hess cycle,
Yes.
auntie is equal to
Boy, B plus C plus.
boy plus chutney plus donkey plus elephant. And any one or any two of the boy, chutney, donkey, elephant, or any three, sum is definitely less than auntie. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is your understanding. You have learned, you have read the Hess law, you read the textbook, you appreciate it. After looking at, you know that the enthalpy of atomization is defined as whether you take a liquid, whether you take a solid, whether you take a gas, whatever. Simply for enthalpy of atomization means you should convert into atoms which are gaseous.
Yes, sir. Gaseous atoms.
So it is not dependent on whether you are taking a liquid or solid or gas. By definition, the enthalpy change or energy change when a given molecule or system is completely converted into gaseous atoms. Corresponding enthalpy change is called enthalpy of atomization. Whereas if you are talking of bond dissociation energy, the enthalpy change when 1 mole of a gaseous homoatomic molecule is converted into gaseous atoms. It is a condition. Starting is gas, ending is gas. Only difference, it is molecule, it is atom. This enthalpy change is called enthalpy of bond dissociation. Are we clear about this?
Clear, sir.
Now for bromine liquid, enthalpy of atomization energy change X represents 2Br gas. For bond dissociation energy, you have to take Br2 gas. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But bromine liquid can become bromine gas only after absorbing some amount of energy. Any liquid can become gas. Water liquid can become steam only on heating. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, actually, if you are looking at bromine liquid is becoming to bromine gas, there are 2 steps. For liquid should become gas, gas should become atoms. This representation is 1-step process. Here you are showing step by step. Now, obviously, which is more X or Y?
X.
Yeah, family income is greater than your daughter's income or father's income. Whatever. X is greater than Y. Because X is equal to A plus Y. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Also, you know that what is the enthalpy of vaporization of bromine liquid? Let us suppose auntie is enthalpy of vaporization of bromine liquid. Auntie is equal to X minus Y. Is it not so?
Yes, sir.
Now you got clarity because you read yourself. You can see it. This is a question that appeared in IITG 2020, January 9th, morning shift. You can answer it in 5 seconds if you can see the definition. And this learning will happen only by substitute. I tell you. Okay. So There is another question. Sir, I have taken what is the difference between these two molecules?
The cis and trans isomers.
Trans, cis. Sir, which is stable? Trans or cis?
Trans.
A person who is staying in the third floor of a building, third floor, second floor, first floor, ground. Now, a fellow who is jumping from this is ground. Okay, first floor. Let's use red color. First floor, second floor, third floor. Okay, it is ground. A fellow in the third floor jumps. Fellow from second floor jumps. First floor jumps. Fellow he is lying on the ground. You compare. When let us name the boys P, Q, or S. When P falls on the ground, Q falls on the ground, R falls on the ground, S is falling. Who will make more noise?
P.
Sir, can S fall down?
No, sir. No, sir. He's on the ground.
Whereas from the standing position, he can lie onto the ground. In that way, he can fall down. If S is already in the lying position, if S is in lying position, he can't fall down. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Therefore, who is more unstable, I want to know? P, Q, R. Yes.
P.
P is unstable. More unstable, when he falls on the ground, he releases more sound. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. More energy.
More unstable, on combustion gives more heat energy. More stable on combustion gives less heat energy or less enthalpy. So enthalpy of combustion is highest for P, then Q, R, then S. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
More stable, less heat of combustion. In these two, 1 and 2, which has more heat of combustion?
Cis form.
2.
Yes. And they gave this. On T. Boy. Chetti. If I come, all these are hexadienes. If I burn ABC separately, which has highest enthalpy of combustion? Can you see it is a trans?
Yes, sir. Trans.
To a double bond, this carbon is going down, this is going up. It is trans.
Yes.
To this double bond, this is going down, this is coming up. Trans. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now for this carbon is going down, this carbon is also going down, means cis. For this carbon is coming up, this carbon is also coming up, cis. It is cis. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now for this double bond, this carbon is going down, this carbon is coming up, means trans. For this double bond, this is going down, this is also going down, cis. Now, which is more stable in this?
A.
So, which gives highest heat of combustion in these three?
B.
So, heat of combustion if B is greater than?
C is greater than A.
That's all, Your Honor. If you have fundamental concept, if you start applying, you see the answer. Your teacher will always say, trans compound will give less heat of combustion, cis compound will give more heat of combustion, there he will stop. But this is a molecule not there in the book, that has been created for your exam.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
It has been created. This created question you can answer only if you have conceptual clarity. It is there within the syllabus, not outside the syllabus. So there are three categories of questions. Questions which you can simply answer. Say, what is the radius of fourth Bohr orbit of helium plus? Well, you have a formula that is 0.529 into n square by z, directly point angstroms, 0.529 into 4 square by 2, and then it is 8 into 0.529 angstroms. Easy question, anybody can answer. This type of questions out of 25 will be some 8. And there will be some questions which require a combination of two concepts. Heat of combustion or a type of bonds. These are 16. Okay.
Yes, sir.
8 are state questions, 8 are combination questions. There will be roughly about half a dozen questions which require not only a combination but also a thinking of your own. And you can have 2-3 questions which require a lot of working, which you should avoid. If the question requires a lot of working, if the time is not permitting, you should avoid. So you be prepared to leave 2 questions. 23 definitely you should attempt. 92 is the minimum score. But in IITG 2021, they want to give options. They will give 30 questions, you have to answer 25 questions. In that case, you can aim to get 100. You can choose. Okay? So this is an idea, sir. I have given you an overall idea what is like organic, what are the questions. Actually, I started discussing papers, but people are not much interested to discuss papers. Actually, I thought of taking every day one paper and discuss questions from that. But you want to go in a more structured way, means this is the structured way. Okay, if you want, we will revise once again organic chemistry in the coming 10 days. Entire organic hydrocarbons we divide by 10. See, number of pages of 30. Divide with the 10. Every day you do 3 pages. That way we can plan. What all you want, you tell me. Now, at this point of time, I want you to read extensively and enjoy reading. Tell me, sir, what can I do for you? Hello?
Yes.
You want me to revise hydrocarbons?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Sir, we can discuss paper only, sir. We will ask doubts, whatever we have.
One time, sir.
But I am telling you, sir, you have to burn midnight oil. You have to put in best effort and enjoy reading. It should be a kind of enjoyment. Okay?
Yes.
So we can, if you want, we can start revision from back to front. We can start with benzene and come back in 10 days time. So entire benzene to organic chemistry, see the number of pages, divide them with 10, and every day what is the number of pages we are getting, we discuss using NCERT.
Yes.
That can be a plan. But tomorrow and day after tomorrow, I am not taking class because I will be going to Tirupati. Okay? So I have informed you. So you please prepare NCERT and exemplar problems, hydrocarbons. If you prepare well, you will get 100% from my organic. Feel free to ask, point out, criticize, analyze. Okay?
Yes.
So with that note, I am closing this today's session. Wish you all the best. God bless you. We start Monday with revision.